you ready for a new story? Well, I have chosen a rather adventurous story to share. The title of the book is The Little Cockroach. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Susie Violet, and the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Alex Patrick. Now in this story we're going to meet Pedro. He is a Mexican cockroach. He's brave, he's lovable, and he is always looking for fun. Pedro wants to see the world. I wonder what amazing things are going to happen to him. Shall we read and find out? Little Cockroach. Pedro, the little cockroach, was very bored one day as he looked across the sand dunes in sunny Angel Bay. "I'm tired of this place," Pedro said to his best friend. "There must be more than sun and sand to make this boredom end." He said, "I know, Enrico. We should go and have some fun." They packed some shoes and 2 canoes, and so the adventure began. They left the bay to find a way. The road was unfriendly and scary. Watching out for predators, they needed to be wary. Prowling in the shadows was a gecko silhouette. Pedro and Enrico upped their pace. "We need to lose this threat." "Yippee! We lost it," Pedro said. They danced around with glee. Despite the close encounter, they had never felt so free. "Look, an airport!" Enrico cried, and they ran towards the lights. "Jump on this case," Pedro said, as they zoomed to catch a flight. Through the airport they whizzed. "Hang on, Enrico! Hold tight!" The ropes clasped with all their strength, with the cargo hold in sight. Arriba! Away they flew, high up into the sky. The little bugs were on their way, waving their home goodbye. They arrived in a new land of spaghetti and old buildings. "We made it, Pedro! We really did! Here's to new beginnings!" "Where are we?" Enrico said. "I'm not sure," Pedro replied. "Grab a camera, find your map, and let's follow that tour guide." "Let's go," or "Andiamo." Is that what the locals say? They walked up a wonky tower with Pedro leading the way. They scuttled on through the crowds. "Come over here," Pedro said. "Oh no, Enrico, watch out!" as ice cream plopped on his head. Sweet, sticky, and smooth, licking up the goo, the ice cream melted with plenty for 2. They came across a kitchen, and disguised as pepperoni, they were picked up by the chef and plonked into a calzone. Inside a pizza oven they sat. It was toasty and yummy. This was the best place to be and perfect for their tummies. Unaware of the outside world, the bugs tucked in with delight. A knife came tearing through. Their delight turned into fright. Screams echoed through the air with people in a panic. Pedro yelled, "We need to leave! This atmosphere's too manic!" After all the exploring, they decided to sleep. All their whizzing and whooshing had quite worn out their feet. They scurried into a grand hotel. "Get in here," Pedro said. The little bugs found a case to make the perfect bed. They talked about the gecko and flying in the sky, their heads buzzing with all they'd done. They started to close their eyes. Pedro started snoring. Enrico snuggled in tight. Tomorrow would be another adventure. But for now, they said night-night. Oh, what a fun and adventurous story that was! I love the way Pedro with his friend Enrico left Mexico and set out for an adventure. And didn't amazing things happen to them? I wonder, if you could go on an adventure with a friend, who would you take with you? Where would you go? And how would you get there? I hope you've enjoyed today's Shed Time story. And if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. And then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye.